Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, Assalamualaikum Madam Hazrati. My name is Nurila Natira binti Muhammad Nizam from class DBT1A. So today, my group and I will present about ocean acidification, and I'm the first presenter. So there will be 6 content of our presentation today. The first one, the introduction of ecology. The second one, definition of acidification, discussion, conclusion, the suggestion for the improvement, and last but not least is the related diagram of our topic today. First of all, for the introduction, we need to know what is ecology. So, ecology is the study of how organisms, biotic, interact with one another and their non-living environment, which is abiotic. Where did this interaction happen? In ecosystem. So the figure here is exactly what I mean by ecosystem. It's known as a biological community of interacting organisms and their physical environment. So now, let's take a closer look about level of organization of ecology. Here's the stage. At the first level, we have individual living things. Next, population, that is, one type of organisms that live in the same area. Third is community, that is, population that live together in a defined area. Next is ecosystem, biome, and the last but not least is biosphere, that is the part of Earth that contains all ecosystems. Now, let's move on to our main topic, which is ocean acidification. Oh, before that, I think we should watch this video first to know the status of ocean acidification problem that we face nowadays.
In the last 150 years, as CO2 has increased in the atmosphere, the pH of ocean surface waters has dropped by around 0.1 pH unit. That's a 26% increase in ocean acidity. And the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change predicts an additional drop of 0.2 to 0.3 pH units by the end of the century. That's a 100 to 150% increase in ocean acidity since before the Industrial Revolution.
It seems like we have a huge problem here. So what actually is ocean acidification? It is terms used to describe the change in the chemistry of the Earth's ocean, that's ongoing decrease in the pH and increase in the acidity caused by the uptake of anthropogenic carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
Hi everyone, my name is Devishani Kalchelven from DBT1A. Today I will be the last member of my group to talk about the topic ocean acidification. I will be talking about the last two subtopics, which is how to control ocean acidification and conclusions. Now let's look at the points for how to control and improve ocean acidification. First of all, we as a popularity of the global should be responsible in buying less stuff that is only important to us. Manufacturing products and the transportation requires a lot of carbon burn off. We should stop the buying madness. If you got to buy something, buy smarter, local and environmental friendly products that are good for your body and safe for the environment. As a second step, we should reduce the plastic addiction that our current generation have. We should not encourage the usage of bottled water and single-use plastic bag. Refuse straw when you eat out, and bringing our own reusable containers around is an effective way. The third step will be implementing the way reduce, reuse, recycle and refuse. This will help us to conserve energy, reduce pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from resource extraction, manufacturing and disposal. Next, we should conserve water. It takes a lot of energy to pump, treat and heat water, so saving water reduces greenhouse gas emissions. Watch what you pour down the drain and use eco-friendly products that can break down those. Using less energy at home is also an effective way. Make sure that our house is well insulated, especially in the roof and around the windows. Use government qualified products for appliances, light bulbs and products that can conserve energy and save money. As a last step for our nation, we should eat less meat to conserve the environment. Livestock farming produces more greenhouse gases than all the transports combined. This is the biggest cause of climate change, therefore ocean acidification. The lower on the food chain that you eat, the lesser the energy that is produced. Grain production to feed the livestock we eat requires significant quantities of fertilizers, fuels, pesticides, and water and land. Fertilizers applied to soil generates nitrogenous oxide, which has 300 times the warming effects of carbon dioxide. Let's go to our last subtopics, which is conclusion on ocean acidification. Ocean acidification is affecting the entire world's ocean, including coastal estuaries and waterways. The oceans are becoming more acidic. While it may take hundreds of years before humans are directly threatened by anthropogenic climate change through droughts, rising seas, fiercer storms, the effects of ocean acidification can already be seen. Ocean acidification is essentially irreversible during our lifetimes. Continuing along the path of burning fossil fuels, releasing millions tons of gases each day, which is absorbed by the ocean, will have impacts on marine ecosystem that will be directed, profound, and irreversible. Many economics are dependent on fish, shellfish, and people worldwide rely on food from the ocean as their primary resource of protein. It will take 10,000 years for ocean chemistry to return to a condition similar to the occurring at pre-industrial times. Our ability to reduce ocean acidification through artificial methods such as the additions of chemicals is even. That is all that I have to talk about the ocean acidification topic. Thank you for the attention. Thank you.
Hi madam, I am Darshini from DBT1A. So today I am going to explain the related information about ocean acidification and also impact of ocean acidification to humans, animals and also environment. So let's see the simplest term of ocean acidification. Ocean acidification is the process of carbon dioxide being absorbed by the ocean, changing the chemistry of the seawater. The picture shown on the screen is the condition of the ocean before ocean acidification and also the condition of the ocean after ocean acidification. So, this is the condition of the ocean before the ocean acidification happened, and this is the condition of the ocean after the ocean acidification happens. So, is it same the ocean acidification and global warming? No. Ocean acidification and global warming are two different problems but are caused by the same reason, which is human carbon dioxide emission. So, let's see about the causes of ocean acidification. The major cause of ocean acidification is carbon dioxide. This leads to a lowering. So, as I said, the major factor that contributes rising in carbon dioxide is fossil fuels such as coal, oil and gas. And then deforestation results in fewer trees to absorb the gas also when plants are cut down and burned or left or rot. The carbon that makes up the organic tissue is released also carbon dioxide. Some parts of ocean is naturally acidic, such as hydrothermal vent sites underwater, which is hot spring. The atmospheric concentration of carbon dioxide is significantly increasing since the Industrial Revolution, and like the atmosphere, the ocean has the capacity to hold an enormous amount of carbon. That same carbon dioxide diffuses into water, reducing the environmental economic impacts. While it stores the negative effects of global warming, it has caused an increased rate of ocean acidification. The oceans cannot continue to absorb the carbon dioxide at the current rate without undergoing significant changes in chemistry, biology, and ecosystem structure, as well as our society and economy. So now let's see the impact of ocean acidification to humans, animals, and also environment. So firstly, impact of ocean acidification to humans. Humans are connected to the ocean health. We have always relied on the ocean's resources such as food, transportation, recreation, and also medicine. So, one of the most obvious connection humans have with the ocean is seafood. Most of the shellfish we eat are going to be negatively impacted by ocean acidification due to the fact that they will unable to build their sturdy shells. Some oyster hatcheries in the Pacific Northwest have been impacted and have seen declines in larval settlement and survival rates. Petrobras may seem insignificant to many people, but since they are major food of fish, their survival is very important to us. Next, impact of ocean acidification to animals. Ocean acidification can negatively affect also the aquatic animals and also marine life, causing organisms, shells, and skeletons made for calcium carbonate to dissolve. The more the acidic in the ocean, the faster the shells dissolve in the ocean. So this causes the animals that produce calcium carbonate structure have to spend their extra energy to repair their damaged shells or thickening them to survive. Using energy for this could impact the animal's abilities to grow and reproduce. Animals able to survive and reproduce in more acidic waters are likely to become smaller, potentially affecting the food chain that relies on them. So lastly is the impact of ocean acidification to environment. Ocean acidification poses a variety of risks to coral reef of ecosystem. A critical vulnerability is potential for ocean acidification to affect the reef structure itself. Acidification may decrease the reef growth by reducing calcification rates, reproduction, and also recruitment. So the another impact of ocean acidification to the environment is boosting the photosynthesis level. Carbon dioxide can stimulate the plant growth by boosting the rate of photosynthesis. So that's all from me. Thank